All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles, our teachers that taught us this truth. Apostles of Great Millstone, peace and sanitation to the election of the Lord. And this is the book of Job, chapter 19, and verse 7. It says, "Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no judgment. He hath fenced up my way that I cannot pass. He hath set darkness in my paths. He hath stripped me of my glory and have taken the crown of my head. He hath destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope he hath removed like a tree. He hath also kindled his wrath against me, and he hath counted me as one of his enemies. And his truth came forth, and his truth came together and raised up their way against me, and encamped round about my tabernacle. And he hath put my brethren far from me, and mine acquaintance are verily estranged from me. My kinfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. They that dwell in my house and my maids count me for a stranger, and I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer, and treated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, and though I entreated for the children's sake of my own body, yea, young children despise me, and I rose, and they spake against me. All my inward friends abhorred me, and they whom I loved returned against me. My bone cleaved to my skin, and to my flesh I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. Have pity upon me, have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of the Most High have touched me. Why do you persecute me as the Most High, as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? It says, 23rd verse, "Oh, that my words were not written, or that they were printed in a book, that they were graven with an iron pen and laid in a rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth." All right. It says, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, that he shall stand upon me in the latter day upon the earth," man. So it says, "Whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. But ye should say, why persecute we him, seeing the root of the matter is found in me? Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know that there is a judgment." All right, so hey, we're crying out to the Lord, Yahbashim Ashai, our soul even longeth and fainteth for the courts of the Lord. All right. Because it says in 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, the 7th verse, that the souls of the just complain continually, man. So they're making they're signing and crying for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Now, Psalms 84 and verse 1, it says, "How amiable are thy tabernacles, O Lord of hosts! My soul longeth, yet even fainteth for the courts of the Most High. And my heart and my flesh crieth out for the living power. Yet a sparrow hath found a house, and a swallow a nest for herself. Where shall she, where she may lay her young, even thine altars, O Lord of hosts, my King, my power? Blessed are they that dwell in that house, and they will be still praising thee. Selah." Yeah, and that's what we long for, to live, to be in the Lord house, man. You know, if this earthly tabernacle, you know, it says, "Well, it groaneth." We desire to be clothed with the tabernacle of on high. You know, I think it's 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, yeah, and the first verse. It says, "For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, a house made not with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this we groan." That's why our Lord said, "Seek out the things that are above, not things of beneath." Right? "For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from the heavens. If so be that, if so being clothed, we shall not be found naked. Right. And there's many that that come in this thing that are naked, in the wedding. All right. Well, see, those that are naked are found without the covering, all right, of the heavens, which the Lord has given to his elect. You know. So it says, for we that are in this tabernacle do groan. See, you gotta be groaning. The Lord told you, Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression make a wise man, the gift to stir the heart. That complaining, that's a groaning, that's a man that's groaning. All right. For the wickedness that's done here, you're vexed. The scripture says, 2 Peter 2:7, Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right. So it says, for we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we will be unclothed, but being clothed upon, that mortality may be swallowed up of life. Right. The Lord said, John 10th chapter, he came, they might have life, they might have more abundantly, right? Now he that wrought us for the same self thing is the Most High, who have also given us the earnest of the Spirit. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but love, power, sound mind, right? That's the earnest of the Spirit. Therefore, we are always confident. Love, power, and sound mind, right? Confident. It says Hebrews 4:16. Um, let's come with boldness before the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy. And so it says we're always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith, not by sight, and we are confident, I say, willing rather to be present from the body than to be present with the Lord. Absent from the body, be present with the Lord. Yeah, there's going to be a separation from flesh and spirit. But upon the arrival of the Messiah, so it says, wherefore we labor that whether we present or absent, we may be accepted of Him, not of the Jesus, the Christ character, because He ain't got no power, but of the one that the world shall fear. The one that the builders disallowed. That Jesus character, he was a mope and unable to do anything, because he was of the flesh, he was of the world, but the Lord said he that come from above is greater than all, right? So our Lord would be referred to as Yahweh Shai, man, the deliverer, not no fucking white man. All right. Um so it says 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. That white man is by sight. Jesus Christ is of the flesh. All right. A carnal deity, a carnal, demonic, fleshly faith. That's what the Christians teach. That's what they push. All right. Which, there's no change with that, but here it is in the name of the Lord Hawashai, there's change to come. So it says, we are confident, I say willingly, rather be absent from the body and be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent may be accepted Him. Labor that you may enter into rest, right? It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that which he have done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord persuade man, right? So it says, we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also in your conscience, all right? So knowing the terror of the Lord, knowing that the Lord is terrible, you have to persuade these tribes, all right, your people, the elected them, that is, to seek the Lord. It says in Isaiah 55 and verse 6, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near, and let the wicked forsake his way. That's our people, because Esau is a devil, he ain't gonna forsake nothing. And the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, for he will have mercy upon him, and to our powerful abundantly pardon all our people, man. Right? Because he said long suffering, forgiving the blotting out the transgression, of his people. Now it says 8 verse 4, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For as the heavens higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, my thoughts higher than your thoughts. All right, so it's of his mind, it's of his will that he may have begotten us to the truth, that we may sigh and cry, complain, and seek him. That's why he put all this hell on us, so we may seek him. That's why he made your mama be a demon. You know, that's why he made you have heartbreak with men and relationships. You know, that's why he had you become a lost soul in the world, so that you may be found. You know, in the Lord house. He had to. That's why he the black sheep of the family, quote unquote. You know, that's why the world you never accepted of the world, because the Lord had a different path for the believers. That's why it says the elect of his own will he beget you. How is he going to beget you and birth you through birth pains? As it says in Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples. Through much tribulation must enter to the kingdom. He got to he got to put hell on you, chastise you in order to bring you close to him. That's how the only way you're going to see the voice or hear the voice and see the light, you know, that the Lord has shined upon us, the glorious gospel, you know, is only received through entering in the straight gate. All right. So, anyways, it says Psalms 142. That's why it says better to hear the rebuke of the wise than hear the song of fools in Ecclesiastes the 7th chapter. All right. So it says Psalms 142 and verse 1. And I cried unto the Lord with my voice. And with my voice unto the Lord, I made supplication. Supplication meaning beg. How you beg? A beggar can't be a chooser, right? So you beg, and you're begging because of the sufferance that you're going through. As that's how you know when the curse is with those people. The so-called white man begging for nothing, he got his belly full. You know, so-called white man got his belly full, man. You know. So it goes on to say here, the word for what's this word right here? Oh, supplication, right? Hanan, so Hanan. Uh, it will say, "Be gracious, supplication, favor, pity, ask for or show graciousness, favor, pity, direct favor to have mercy upon, to be shown favor, be shown consideration, to be shown favor, implore favor, to be loathsome." Yeah, we're loathsome, cause that's the state that the Lord wants you in to seek Him. You know, cause your pleasure you can't seek Him, can't find Him. The Lord's nigh unto them that be of a contrite, meek spirit. How you get a contrite, meek spirit? You know, the only way is by way of catching hell. You know, and being brought low. That's why it says the beggar out the dunghill. First Samuel the 2nd chapter. He lifted the beggar out the dunghill. The meek shall inherit the earth. Matthew the 5th chapter. All right. That's the meek. The Lord got to deal with the meek, the broken down, and the contrite, man. So it says Psalms 142 and verse 2. It says, I poured out my complaint before him. The white man is not complaining. What the hell he got to complain for? The other nations are not in complaining unless they complain about Esau oppressing them, you know, the poor of them. But I'm talking about like the majority of these heathens are living good. That's why it says they live their days and they leave their substance to their children. They're not in trouble as other men. The King David said, I was envious at the prosperity of the wicked, because they spread themselves at the green bay tree. They don't have no worries like that. The worries that they have, they brought upon themselves. Now we're the ones that have to worry about everything and go through all this hell in your countries. Here it is, why all these immigrants here. These other nations, they live in their nation, in their countries, whether or not their countries are poor or not, you know, but they actually have their little rights. They live in their little, you know, European countries. They don't got no, unless they're war torn like Ukraine and shit. But even then, they live better than Jake. You know, they got stable situations and everything. They got sovereignty at least. You know, they got their own lands. They got a inheritance to leave their children and shit like that. So they ain't got much to complain about. You know, and they're so called. That's why they call you a third world country. You know, wherever Jake be at. All right, especially in America, they live in third world situations. You know, why Esau lives in the first world and the lofty penthouse. That's why it says them that dwell in the clefts of the rocks. All right. So so it says yep. So it says Psalms 142 and verse 3, and when my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path, and the way wherein I walked have they privily laid a snare for me. Yeah. In America is nothing but bitter snares laid for us. And that's why we cry and sigh for the abomination to be done in the midst of it, because you ain't really got no power to change anything by way of some lawyer. You became a lawyer, you did this, you did that. That's not going to change much in the court system of so-called white man. He kill you, you protest it, but then what happens? You nothing really changed like that. So they still gonna put some white man in the office or some woman, some Mo in the mayor office, you know, and the district attorney is gonna be a Mason, and the judge is gonna be a pedophile. All right, it's nothing's gonna. You can't defeat this devil by his own system. You can't infiltrate it and get in there and become some type of benevolent person. These are forces that are ordained by the Lord. Which the Lord wants these so-called white people in power. He wants them to run amok for the time being, to punish 2/3 of his people, man. Punish the undesirables, punish the earth, and show the people of the earth what it is to be ruled by a man-child demon, so-called white men. All right, what you niggas are in love with. All right, unfortunately, because you have this disease known as the Stockholm syndrome. You have the disease known as the white man love, the coon spirit of Christianity. All right, which has oppressed and regressed your people for thousands of years, hundreds of years, many moons, man, many moons. So it says Psalms 142, and that's one of the spells that's been broken down by the truth ever since the Israelites have been on the scene. The true prophets of the Lord. See, not you goddamn demon Mo Christians. They don't abide by no commandment of the Lord. So anyway, it says Psalms 142 and verse 4. It says, I looked on my right hand, all right, not the left, because you nigga Christians represent the left, and you white people, and you other nations, you all represent the left, and you 2/3 niggas, you are the left. All right, the sinister. It says, and behold, there was no man that would know me, and refuge failed me, and no man cared for my soul. That's right, nobody gives a damn about the plight of our people here. All right, so I cried unto thee, O Lord, and I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of living. That's why it says it's a vain thing, horse, vain thing for safety. And cursed be the man trust in man, make it flesh's arm. So there's no safety in the flesh. That's why I said just walk by faith, not by sight. All right, because the faith in the sight is the faith in the flesh, what you can see before you. Hebrews, the 13th chapter. Oh no, what is that? The 13th, the 11th chapter, first verse. I said the faith's evidence of things hoped for, substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. So that would be things that you can't see, which is the Lord, His Son. All right, but now He's letting Himself be seen by the signs. Wars, rumors of wars, UFOs everywhere. Here it is. Here it is. Even the kids, they're starting to see. The ships. Here it is. And I had my daughter. She was like, "Oh." She's like, "Oh, look, the UFOs, the UFOs." They even know, they see, because they hear you. They hear y'all talking. They see us. They're watching the videos, us doing work. So hey, the Lord say, pour His Spirit upon all flesh. The UFOs, look, the Lord is on His way. Blah blah. He'll have dreams and this and that, right? So your woman, it'll happen to you. You'll get dreams yourselves. Your brothers having all kind of dreams because the Lord is on His way. And these devils are going down, So these devils are spreading themselves thin. And say here, they spread themselves thin. Yeah, they spread themselves thin. That's right. Because the Lord is hearing the souls of the afflicted, and He's gonna tear this place down for your sakes. All right, that cry, that call upon Him in the pure name, in the pure spirit, I should say. They're calling the pure name and the pure spirit. So it says Psalms 142. And verse 5, I cried unto the Lord, and I said, thou my refuge and my portion in the land of living. Yeah, because we don't have no portion. The righteous, or the elect, they don't have no portion, man, in this life. That's why I said they're dead to the world. That's why it says you die daily, because you don't got no inheritance here. As the elder brother was saying, we was at the camp, way back. He was like, oh no, he said, I think he said it while he was out there. He's like, we don't have, this is our inheritance, this is our portion. We don't have no portion here. This would be your legacy, if you will, as Israelites. See, the people of the world, their legacy is their fucking job. They work for 30 some years being a white man's slave. But see, we're slaves to Yahweh Shai. All right, prisoners of hope. All right, so it says Psalm 42 and verse 6. It said, attend to my cry, for I brought very low. Fine brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. See, a so-called white man, he's stronger than us, man. In the flesh, he got more weapons. He got more artillery. He got armies. He got money. He got the media. That's why it says they control the prince of the power of the air, man. The prince of the power of the air, they control the airwaves, man. They control the internet. They control YouTube. The algorithms. The algorithms are controlled by Satan. All right, which the so-called white man is the chief lieutenant of Satan on the earth, if you will. So it says Psalms 142 and 7. He carries out the dictates of so-called white. The so-called white man carries the dictate of Satan on the earth. All right, that's how we carry the dictates of the Lord on the right hand side. It says, "Behold, an ambassador sent amongst the heathen." That would be the Israel of the Most High. Starting with the Lord Yahweh Shai. Right, so it says Psalms 142 and 7. It said, "Bring my soul out of prison. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me." Yeah, so the Lord's getting ready to deal bountifully with us, man, and bring our souls out of prison. All right, Job 10 and 1. It says, "My soul is weary of my life." Yeah, weary. You become weary. All right, it says Daniel 7:25. They will seek to change times and laws and wear out the saints of the Most High. So you become weary of this life. "I leave my complaint upon myself, and I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. I will say unto the Most High." See, when you see Jake, you see brothers up there cussing up these white people, cussing out these women, cussing out this, it's because of the bitterness of this place, man, and the hatred that one will have for evil. Which a just man, scripture says, adjust to the joy to do judgment. Proverbs 21:15. It's a joy for you to speak of the judgment of the Lord, man, and the destruction of the evil that you live in the midst of. As the Lord said, your habitation is in the midst of deceit. So therefore, through the precepts, it says Psalms 119, through that precept I get understand. Therefore, I hate every false way, man. Lord told you, hate abomination vehemently, man. Not to fucking be in love with it and be friends with this place. Lord told you, enmity with the world. Friendship with the world, enmity with the Lord, with the Most High, man. Yes, scripture told you to make friends with the mammon of unrighteousness. That's in righteousness to supplant, because you got to supplant to survive in this place. Right? You dumb monkeys that be up there. Oh, y'all, the East Paul didn't make no deals with the white man. He didn't no how they said Paul, he didn't use God with Agrippa. He never look, man. He told Agrippa that he wished he could be an Israelite, man. Look, that's guile. That's deceit. All right, that's trickery. All right, that's why I said as deceivers, yeah, true. Here it is. Why is the serpent harvesting the dove? You up there shaking hands with the white man sometimes. Hey, brother, you could be an Israelite, nigga. At the end of the day, this nigga, he's a demon. You know he's a demon, but you try to play it soft. Oh, the cop come around. Oh yeah, your job. You got to play. That's you dealing with this oppression, man. That's you supplanting the place. You got to live to fight another day. In slavery, you did this and you did this all this time because you're a worm in this place, man. So you got to deal with wisdom. The Lord told you to be wise serpent, harmless as a dove. Some of you dummies, You know, you go up there, you use the guns, and you show yourselves militant. You show yourselves as aggressors. You know, and that's what happens. You become a target. You become a blame to a ministry, which that's why you hold the faith of the Lord without pure conscience. And you're not really sighing and crying. Do you see these guys sighing and crying like that? These little carnal guys. You know, they're not crying because they're not in no bitterness of their soul. Their ass is in mirth, a lot of them, you know. All right. Partying up with celebrities and shit. All right. Them niggas are not in bitterness. Niggas are living in lives of pleasure. 1 Timothy 5:6. She that live in pleasure dead while she living. Some niggas are living in pleasure and they're dead. All right. You'll be to be alive in the Lord, you must suffer with the Lord. You know, you must afflict thy soul. The scripture say afflict your soul. All right. Now, anyways, Job 10:2, it said, I will say unto the Most High, do not condemn me, and show me wherefore thou contendest with me. The Lord was dealing with Job, man. So did Job live a sweet life? And Job was cool, and Job had everything? No, the Lord stripped Job, man. That's why I read in Job 19, the 19th chapter, he has stripped me of my glory. That's what he said. All right. He has what? He have taken the crown from my head and stripped me of my glory. Job 19:9, man. All right. So Job 10:3, it says, it is good unto thee, that thou shouldest oppress and that thou shouldest despise the work of thy hands and shine upon the counsel of the wicked. What's the work of thy hands? Job himself, you know, his people. He said, look, man, you gonna do this to me? That's how you know Job was an Israelite, not an Edomite, like you dumbasses be talking about. Job was an Edomite. The Lord, he just said, I'm the work of thy hands, meaning I'm your precious jewel. You know, Esau might be a creation of the Lord, but he's not a precious. He's not a precious jewel in the hands of the Lord. Look, he despised Esau. He said he created him for the day of vengeance. Did he say that about Job? No, he said he loved Job, man. Even though he gave Job all kind of hell. That's how he's gonna give us, man. Because he said he chastised those he loved. Hebrews the 12th chapter. All right. That's the intricacies of the Lord Yahweh Shai and his father, man. He's what, a cruel Lord. And sometimes he cruel. Sometimes your father, my father was cruel with me sometimes, man. You know, but that was the only way he's gonna make me who I am today. You know, that's the only way that he's gonna raise up a son, man. The scripture says, "Spare not the rod from the child." The Lord is not gonna spare who He loves, man, from the chastisement. That's the only way you're gonna seek Him, because the nigga is hard headed, and he got spirits on him. We all have spirits on us, you know. All right. It says what? It says that foolishness is bound in the rod of a child. You know, but the rod of correction shall drive it out from him. So you're in foolishness most of your life because you don't know the way of the Lord. All right, that's why it says Jeremiah 6:16. So you got the old paths, and to seek out the old paths, the Lord had put you through fire, man. All right. So Job 10 and verse 3, is it good unto thee that thou shouldest oppress and that thou shouldest despise the work of thy hands? See, the Lord put so much hell on you that you think that the Lord hates you. You know, like Kerry Washington said in the movie, like the girl said to her, she said, I think you hate me, man. You know, why you hate me so much? No, it's just because, look, you're great, bro. You know, shit. And the Lord has to do it to you, man. All right. She's like, no, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I admire you. I respect you. You're a soldier. You know, I respect you and you're a soldier, and I love you. You know, and she was crying and shit. Because that's how the more harder they are on you, and the more like they, you know, actually, you know, it's actually the more the Lord loves you, you know, at the end of the day. But hey, that's how he was the hardest on the Lord. How was he not? You know, he was the most harsh with him. So it says pleased him to bruise him. You know. So James 4:4 says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world enmity with the Most High, and whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the power." You know, so an enemy of the Most High. You know, that one that so a nigga that's a friend of the world is not complaining. So that means he's not just. All right, that means he's at ease, and we're not to be at ease. The second you get comfortable and at ease, you become a little leaven enters in, man. You know, and then you become soft and you go back to the world, man. You become entangled therein with the lust and affairs of this life. The Lord told you, no man that warreth entangle himself with said affairs, the affair of this life, man. All right. These are not our affairs. We don't have the affairs in this place, man. We're not fucking August Alsina and Jada. You know? So it says Job 10 and 4. As thou eyes of flesh, are thou as thou seest as man? Are thy days as the days of man? Are thy years as man's days? That thou shouldest inquire after my iniquity and searchest after my sin. Thou knowest I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out thy hand. Job said, thou knowest that I am not wicked. All right. But look, Job had to, the only way he could have these type of conversations with the Lord had to put him through the hell, man. This is the only type of way that the Lord is there sitting there dealing with you. Moses, the Lord put Moses through hell, man. Joseph, you know, you think it's hell getting sold by your own brothers in slavery? Lord had to teach you lessons, man. Harsh lessons, man. You know, think that's easy? All right. Hey, Jeremiah, who's that? Isaiah. He said he was walking around butt naked for 3 days. As a matter of fact, let's get that. I think that's Isaiah the 20th chapter. It said, you think that's easy? John the Baptist slept on rocks and shit like that. You know, that's why I says the men of the Lord are still rough men. You know, because the Lord had to deal with them, put them through that. You know, it says Isaiah 20 and verse 2. It said, at the same time spake the Lord by Isaiah, the son of Amos, saying, go and loose the sackcloth from thy loins, and put off the shoe from thy foot. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. And the Lord said, like as my servant Isaiah have walked naked, barefoot 3 years for a sign. 3 years, hold on, 3 years for a sign, and wonder upon Egypt and upon Ethiopia. So shall the king of Syria lead away the Egyptians or Ethiopians prisoners, and the Ethiopians captives, young, old, naked, with barefoot, even their bullocks uncovered by the shame of Egypt. So, hey, that's what the prophets was about. That's what they had to go through, man. That type of shit. All right. On behalf of the Lord to suffer reproach. In order for the Lord to deal with you, that's what you had to go through, man. You know? So how many are prepared for this type of things, man? Them type of trials. You know? That's why he said a few. No man can learn this song except 144,000. They're redeemed from the earth. Revelation 14:4 and Isaiah one of them. And this is the type of things you had to go through. Ezekiel eating shit cakes, man. Barley cakes, dung cakes, man. All right. That's the type of life the prophets live, man. Not a sweet little life like Zach and Cody, man. All right. Not a sweet little life like you sweet boys, 8 months off and shit. Then you come back. Oh, well, I'm back in the truth. That don't cut it, man. All right. Job 10 and 7. Thou knowest that I am not wicked, and there is none that can deliver out thy hand. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me together. How do you be made and fashioned? You gotta get slapped up, man. You know, you gotta get slapped up, and you gotta complain. That's good. The Lord gotta give you shit to complain about, man. You know, this damn devil, this, that. That's why it's always some type of struggle and hurdle to overcome. Thou hast made me as the clay, and wilt thou bring me into dust again? Hast thou not poured me out as milk and curled me like the cheese? Thou hast clothed me with skin and flesh, and hast fenced me with bones and sinews. Thou hast granted me life and favor, and thy visitation hath preserved my spirit. And these things hast thou hid in thy heart, and I know that this is with thee. If I sin, thou markest me, and thou wilt not acquit me from my iniquity. The Lord is not respect of persons. All right. If I be wicked, woe unto me. If I be righteous, yet I will not lift up my head. I'm full of confusion, and therefore thou seest mine affliction. Yeah, that's our people. You look at them, you look at our people, and they're full of confusion. They don't know why they're in the state that they're in. You know, they don't know why things happen to them. You know, because the Lord has blinded them. All right. So the Lord brought you forth to bring forth clarity, as Daniel did. They say it was a dissolver of doubts. Our people are full of doubts. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? The Lord don't love me. The Lord hate me. I hate him. And this and that. This is the Lord has a estranged relationship with you, and you likewise, you know. But the Lord say he brought the ministry of reconciliation, closed the breaches thereof, by way of his son and his election. All right, that are reconciled to the Father through the blood of the Lamb. You know, so that's right. We've been deceived, all been deceived by that confusion, by this Christianity, by all this dark cloud that's been enveloped in your people for hundreds of years. All right. Because the Lord said you will remember yourselves in the land of your captivity. Now, Job 10:16. For if it increased, thou hast hunted me as a fierce lion. See, the Lord hunted us as a fierce lion, and he sent the white man after you. And these nations, time and time again, like the song say, time and time. And again, thou hast showed thyself marvelous upon me. Thou renewest thy witnesses against me, and increased thy indignation upon me. The Lord increased his indignation, and changes of war are against me. Wherefore then hast thou brought me forth out the womb? Oh, that I have given up the ghost and had seen no eye, and no eye has seen me. So like I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone that I may take comfort for a little. Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness as the shadow of death. And a dark land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, even without any order, where the light is as darkness. So this is a land of darkness as darkness itself. All right, which where it's better to die than to live. So, shit, them people that perish, they're lucky. They don't have to stay in this hellhole, suffering, being homeless and shit. The Lord told you it's better to die than to beg, you know. And the Jacobs are there living beggar lives in this place, The Jacobs, Christmas, the dudes selling flowers and shit. That's sad, man. You're 40, 50 years old. You ain't got no fucking future, no life. You just, like this is Jacob's lives. They come here, immigrants. Jake even lives here. They're born here. They didn't even have nothing. Their parents had nothing. They ain't got no future. You can see them that they're mentally disturbed. And then Esau's not gonna help your ass like that. You ain't got. Look, we have too much too much things against us, man. As Job said. All right. So Job 23:1, and then answered Job and said, even today is my complaint bitter, and my stroke is heavier than my groaning. Oh, that I knew where I might find. Yeah, because from the stroke comes the groaning. The strokes of the Lord, thereby comes your groaning. It says, third verse, oh, that I knew where I might find him, that I might even come to his seat. I would order my cause before to him and fill my mouth with arguments. And I would know the words which he would answer me and understand what he would say unto me. Will he plead against me with his great power? No, he will put strength in me. There the righteous might dispute with him. Should I be delivered forever from my judge? Behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him. On the left hand, where doth he work, but I cannot behold him? He hide himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. It says what? Surely thou art power that hideth thyself. Right? Thou art a power that hideth thyself. See, the Lord hid himself from us. He said, Lord, I'm not your power. You're not my people. Amos, the first chapter, I believe so. So it's Isaiah 45:15. Verily thou art power that hide thyself, O power Israel, thy savior. Surely thou art power that hideth thyself, man. He hid himself where? On the right-hand side, where only a few could find him. All right. He hid himself on the right hand that I cannot see him. But he knoweth the way that I take. Job 23:10. He knoweth the way that I take. When he tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Right? Isaiah 13:12, right? It says what? He shall be a man should be more precious than fine gold, golden wedge of Ophir, right? He have tried me, and I shall come forth as gold. My foot have held his steps, and his way I have kept and not declined. Job 23:11. Even though the Lord chastised Job sore, his way have I still kept and not declined. Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips, and I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. Behold, he is in one mind, and who can turn him? And what his soul desireth, even that he doeth. For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him. Therefore I am troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of him. And that would be a part of a marker, if you will, a mark of the elect, a fear, a healthy fear of the Lord. For the Most High, making my heart soft. All right, he said, he give you a heart of flesh, not a heart of stone. Right. And the Almighty troubled me, because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither have he covered the darkness from my face. Yeah, like Bane said, man, in the darkness, I was born in the darkness. All right. You merely adopted it. All right. That's you so-called white people. You merely adopted the darkness. But we was born in that thing, and at the end of the day, that made us what we are today. Because we had to come from the fall of Adam. Pursuing the wisdom of Solomon in the 10th chapter, it says what? That the spirit of wisdom preserved the firstborn father that fell from his grace, right? See, that's us going into the darkness. That's us being in everlasting chain of darkness. That's us going into slavery many times. Esau couldn't go through no shit like that because Esau is not spiritual. Esau is not the sons of God. Only the sons of God could go through something like that, man. So Job was the son of God for you dumbasses, man. All right. You unlearned unprofessionals in this thing, man. You know. So John 12 and 25, he that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life in this world shall keep it on the life eternal. Job had to lose his life, man, in order to gain it. All right. Likewise, you know. So Revelation 10 and 1, it says, I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, clothed with a cloud and a rainbow upon his head. His face was as the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. And he had in his hand a little book. He set his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the earth. A crowd, a loud voice, and when a lion roareth, as when a lion roareth, and he cried, and seven thunders uttered from their voice. And when the seven thunders had uttered their voice, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal those things which the seven thunders uttered, and write them not. And the angel said unto me, an angel, which I saw stand on the sea and on the earth, lifted up the hand of heaven, and swear by him that lived forever and ever, who created the heavens and the things that are therein, the earth and the things that are therein, the sea and the things that are therein, that there should be no time no longer. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of the Most High should be finished, as he have declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me, and said, go take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which stand upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it, eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the book, the little book, out of the angel's hand, ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings. It speaks about the yoke, the fellow yokemen of Yahushua, right? The yoke fellows have to go through bitter complaining. Job 23 and 2, even today is my complaint bitter, and my stroke is heavier than my groaning. All right. So the little book that John ate was of bitterness. All right. It was sweet, but it's bitter. With much power come much responsibility. What did the Lord give you this responsibility for? All right. How did he what did he require of thee, man? That's why he told Job 38 and 3. Job 38 and 3. It say, gird up thy loins like a man, Job, I require of thee. The Lord didn't bring us in here to live normal lives as a normal nigga, so you can party it up, live la vida loca like Travis Hunter, or one of these niggas. So you can be like Cam Newton. So you can be like LaMelo Ball. These dudes are of the world, man. These guys are the Denzels of the world. Like Stephen A would say. These niggas are in pleasure, man. 70 years old, now you want to seek the Lord, man. You know, that's a joke, man. And that's not devotion. All right. So that would be the wide gate. All right. Psalms 55 and 1 says, give ear to my prayer, O Most High, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise. Yeah, you niggas are quiet. All right. You church mouse niggas and you soft you soy boys of Hollywood. You're very quiet, man. You're very quiet when it comes to oppression. You're very quiet when it comes to the wicked evilness, the evil wickedness, I should say, of your superiors, these so-called white people, your handlers that you work for, poisoning the so-called Black Latino community with your filth. All right. So it said Matthew 10:39, he that finds life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it, man. All right. So these niggas want to lose their lives. Therefore, they're the voice of the enemy, man. All right. So it says Psalm 55 and 3, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, and you niggas help oppress us, our people. That's why it says they help forward our affliction. That's the heathens. But you niggas are heathens too. You niggas are heathens. You're not of the counsel of the Lord. It says in Luke 19:27, what it say? He that would not that I reign hither, reign over him, bring hither and slay before me. These people are not that the Lord reigns over them. You know, they're not calling for the kingdom to come down here on the earth, man. We're the only ones calling for the kingdom, man. Therefore, we'll be the ones that the Lord sent forth to cry for the kingdom, to sigh and cry in the abominations that be done in the midst of. And you niggas was set up to be the destroyers and the betrayers of our Lord, as it was in the ancient world, man. You know, as it was in the ancient world. All right, so it says, fourth verse, my heart is sore pain with me, and the terrors of death fall upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are upon me, and horror have overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I would flee and away and be at rest. The scripture say Ephraim is as a silly dove, man. They're not trying to flee and be at rest. All right. They're not trying to flee and be at rest. They're trying to come here and give their children to the murderer. You know. So it says, lo, then I will wander far off and remain in the wilderness, Selah. I will hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. See, we're trying to hasten our escape from the windy storm and tempest that's fastly approaching. It says, destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I've seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they have gone. That's why the Lord bring division. Oh, I beheld Satan falling from light, from heaven as lightning from heaven. All right, Satan be divided against Satan. The kingdom shall not stand. You know, so the Lord is bringing division in their tongues. All right. So day and night they go about upon the walls thereof, and mischief and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof, and deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me, then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man, mine equal, my guide, and my acquaintance. Your own people have turned their backs on you, man. All right, have turned their backs on their fathers, on their word, you know, on their heavenly Father and his representatives on the earth. Your people are not with you. That's why it says Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Your people are not with you, man. Your people hate your guts, and they really will want to see Esau continue to rule their asses till they all in the grave together, man. All right. That's why the Lord told them they were the father of the devil. You know. So they're not fruit meat for repentance, therefore they'll be left. All right. So it says Psalms 55, verse 14. We took sweet counsel together and walked onto the house of the Most High in company. Let death seize upon them and let them go down quickly into hell. See, the scriptures tell you niggas to go to hell, man. All right. They told you demons to go to hell. That's why you hate the scriptures. You hate the commandment. You despise the commandments of the Lord. Because you know that it's against your own fleshly desires, your aspiration, your goals, and your wicked ass thoughts, you know. So it says, for wickedness is in their dwellings and amongst them. As for me, I will call upon the Most High. As for us, as for me, I will call upon the Most High, and the Lord shall save me. Even in the morning and at noon, I'll pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. And it says, and he had put forth, he had delivered my soul in peace from battle that was against me. For there were many with me. The Most High shall hear and afflict them. Even he that abideth for old, Selah, the ancient of days, because that have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and he hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smooth than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Cast thy burden upon the Most High, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, but thou, O Most High, shall bring them down to the pit of destruction. And bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days. But I will trust in thee. All right. Psalm 77:1. It said, I cried unto the Most High with my voice, even unto the Most High with my voice. And he gave ear unto me. And in the day of my trouble, I sought the Lord, and my soul ran in the night and ceased not, and my soul refused to be comforted. For I remembered the Most High and was troubled, and I complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed, Selah. Thou holdest my hands awakened, and I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night, and I commune with my own heart, and my spirit had made a diligent search. Will the Lord cast us off away forever? Will he be favorable no more? Is his mercy clean gone? Does his promise fail forevermore? Have the Most High forgotten to be gracious? Hath he in his anger shut up his tender mercy? Say, La, I said this is my infirmity but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. This is my infirmity. I gotta catch hell. I gotta go through this. I gotta go through that. This is my lot, right? You gotta be under slavery. You gotta be under humility under the white man. You know, you gotta humble yourself under his ass. If not, you're gonna feel the rod. All right. If not, you're gonna go into the prison. If not, your ass gonna be some type of you're gonna be like Jake out there serving life in prison for taking matter into your own hands. Coming up against Cain, you know. Scripture say if a man hurt Cain, all right, what's gonna happen? Matter of fact, let's get that. If any man will let's say he receives he received the wrath. All right. Right now, Esau got the protection of the Lord, man. All right. The Lord said he'll avenge him sevenfold. If Cain shall be avenged, Genesis 4. And where is this? It's not the one I wanted. All right, because where is this at, man? Salaki, bro. Uh, he received sevenfold. I can't find it right now. It's not even important right now. It's just a side note, not to get sidetracked. But Psalm 77 and verse 11, my bad. 77 11. It said, I remember the works of the Lord, and I shall surely remember the wonders of old. I'll meditate also of thy works and talk of thy doings. Thy way, O Most High, is in the sanctuary. Who is great? A power is our power. Thou art the power that doeth wonders, that has declared thy strength amongst the people. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph, the northern southern kingdom. The water saw thee, O Most High. The water saw thee, and they were afraid. The depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water. The skies sent out a sound. Thy arrows also went abroad, the missiles. The voice of thy thunder was in the heavens, and the lightnings lightened the world. The earth trembled and shook. The ways in the sea, the path is in the great waters. Thy footsteps are not known. They're known unto us, though. Because he said the secret things belong to the Lord. Right? Deuteronomy 29:29. But the things revealed unto us and our children belong to us forever and ever. Right. So here it is, the ways of the Lord are known to us. To these people, they don't know what's going on. They don't, the average civilian, as brothers say, the average civilian, they don't know what's going on, man. It says thou leadest thy path like a flock. It's like thou leadest thy people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron, by the hand of his messengers. Thou leaded them into green pastures. Right? So Psalms 102 and verse 1, a prayer of the afflicted. When he is overwhelmed and poureth out his complaint before the Lord, it said, hear my prayer, O Lord, and let my cry come unto thee. And hide not thy face from thee when I am in trouble. Incline thy ear unto me. And in the day when I call, answer me speedily. In the day when I call, answer thou me speedily, man. All right, it says, hide not thy face from me in that day. All right. When I'm in trouble, incline thy ear in that day and answer my call speedily. For my days are consumed like smoke, and my bones are burned as a hearth. My heart is smitten and withered like grass, so that I forget to eat my bread. By reason of the voice of my groaning, my bones cleave to my skin. I am like a pelican in the wilderness. I am like an owl of the desert. I watch, and I'm a sparrow alone on the housetop. My enemies reproach me all day long, and they are mad against me as sworn against me. For I have eaten ashes like bread. I have caught hell, and mingle my drink with weeping because of thine indignation and thy wrath, for thou hast lifted me up and cast down. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's Genesis 4 and 15, not the 24 verse. Because of thy indignation and thy wrath, for thou hast lifted me up and cast me down. And my days are like a shadow that declineth, I am withered like grass. But thou, O Lord, shalt endure forever, and thy remembrance shall be as all generations. Thou shalt rise and have mercy upon Zion, even though all this hath happened. The Lord shall rise, have mercy upon Zion, and yet choose Israel. Even though it may seem like the Lord hate these people. Damn, these are some. That's why the Mormons say that you are cursed being black. Oh, you black, you cursed. No, it's not a curse to be black, but because the Jake goes through the curses, here it is. They know these are some cursed people, This is a curse to be black. No, it's not a curse to be black. It's just the curses are on so-called black people, That's the stumbling block that the Lord put before these people, man. So this is why they teach these things. They'll say that you're cursed and this and that because they misinterpret these scriptures as they've always been doing because the Lord's not dealing with them, So they come up and they make their own man-made things. All right. But anyways, it says, thou shalt rise, have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her. Yeah, the set time is come. That's the time you're living in. For thy servants take pleasure in her stones and favor the dust thereof. So the heathen shall fear the name of the Most High. Yahweh shall all the kings of the earth thy glory. When the Lord shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. And he will regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer. This shall be written for the generation to come. And the people which shall be created shall praise the Lord. For he hath looked down from the height of his sanctuary, and from heaven did the Lord behold the earth, to hear the groaning of the prisoner, and to loose those that are appointed to death, to declare the name of the Lord in Zion and his praise in Jerusalem. Which you demons are not proclaiming the name of the Lord. You're not standing firm and stiffly for those names. It says in the second chapter, those that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, I began to greatly commend them and set crowns on their heads, right? So it goes on to say, 22nd verse, when the people are gathered together and the kingdoms to serve the Lord, all right, he weakened my strength in the way and shortened my days. That's what he did to Job, 23rd chapter, 10th chapter we read, all right? That's what he did to him. He weakened his strength. He weakened the strength of our people and shortened our days. I said, that's why he calls us grasshoppers, worms. I said, O Most High, take me not away in the midst of my days. Thy years are throughout all the generations. Of old hast thou laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens of the heavens are the work of thy hands. They shall perish, but thou shalt endure. All of them shall wax old like a garment. As a vesture, thou shalt change them, and they shall be changed. As a vesture, we're going to put on the garments of purity, of immortality. Yeah. The vesture of life, the change of raiment. So it says 27th verse, but thou art the same, and thy years shall have no end. Those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, right? And mount up as wings as eagles, right? So it says the children of thy servants shall continue, and their seed shall be established forever. The children of thy servants shall continue, aka the house of David, shall continue way stronger and stronger, and what their seed shall be established before thee. While the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, man. Why you so-called white people are rejected? Why you so-called white people are rejected? The Lord's gonna have favor upon us as a nation, starting with the election. All right, so it says Psalms 102. Okay, yeah, read that. I just read that. Psalms 144. Yep. Psalms 144 and verse 9. It says, I will sing a new song unto thee, O Most High, assault upon the psaltery, upon the instruments of 10 strings. Will I give praise unto thee? Will I sing praise unto thee? It is he that giveth salvation unto kings, who delivered David his servant from the hurtful sword. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouths speak vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. That our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may come as cornerstones, may be as cornerstones and polished after the similitude of a palace, and that our garners may be full of affording all manner of stone, that our sheep may bring forth thousands, tens of thousands in our street, and that our oxen may be strong to labor, and that there be no breaking in nor going out, and that there be no more complaining in our streets. Happy is that people that are in such case. Yeah, happy is that people whose God is the Most High Al Bashim Ashai. Yeah, happy is that people whose people is the Most High Yahweh Shai, man, that there may be no more complaining in our streets. Okay, so it said Deuteronomy 4 and verse 29. But if thou from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him. If thou seek him with thy whole heart and with thy own soul, you shall be no more complaining in your streets. All right. When thou art in tribulation and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy power and shall be obedient to his voice. For Lord thy power is a merciful God, and he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers which he swore unto them. For as now the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that the Most High created man upon the earth, as from the one side of heaven onto the other, whether they have any such thing as this great thing is, or had there ever been heard like it? Did ever people hear the voice of the Most High speaking out the midst of the fire, and hast thou heard and lived? Or have the Most High sway to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation by temptations, and by signs, and by wonders, and by great war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, by great terrors, according to all that the Lord thy power did for you in Egypt before your eyes? Ain't gonna do so in the new Egypt. He had to put you through temptations, signs, wonders, wars, mighty bring you out through a stretched out arm and a mighty hand, and by great terrors. You had to have your life in great peril. You know, you had to go through Jacob's trouble. You had to go through potential death and microcehipping, potentially potential John the Baptist decapitation treatment. You know. So it says 35th verse. Unto thee it was showed that thou mightest know that the Lord thy power, he is the most high, and there is none else like this. Unto thee it was showed, not to anybody else. Out of heaven he made thee to hear his voice, that he might instruct thee, and upon the earth he showed thee his great fire, and thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. But because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them, and brought thee out of his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt, to drive out the nations from before thee that were greater and mightier than thou art, to bring in thee, to give their land for inheritance as it is this day. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thy heart, that the Lord, he is the most high, who is in heaven above and upon the earth beneath. There is none else. Thou shalt therefore keep his statutes and his commandments that I commanded this day, they may go well with thee and with thy children after thee, that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which the Lord have power have given thee forever. All right. So Revelation 19, verse 1, after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Alleluia, Alleluia, salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Lord our power. For true and righteous are his judgments. For he have judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, that's America, and the rest of these kingdoms that be judged with this place. You know, they're gonna go down to pit and slavery. All right, but the main judgment is gonna come in America and these damn small hatters in the land. There's coveting the evil covenants to their house. So it says, if we have judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. So 2 15 and 7, it says this. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord, I will hold my tongue touching as no more touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, said the Lord, will I surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from amongst them. All right. So with that, I said, call La Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kagodash, the ones to our apostle teachers, and the elders, great millstone, peace, salutation to you brothers out there laboring in this truth. All right. Continuing in the faith, man. So with that, Shalom, and our complaints are being heard by the Father. It says, what? The prayer of the righteous pierced the clouds, and the Lord hears it. All right. So the prayer, I leave with that. The prayer, all right, righteous pierced the clouds, right? Prayer to humble. It says, Sirach 35 and 16, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach onto the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierced the clouds till it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart to the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and to execute judgment on what? On his behalf, man. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient towards them, till he has smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of the rulership, and brought us the scepter back, man. You know, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the work of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought, man. Okay, so with that, Psalms 84 and verse 2, it says, my soul longeth, yet even fainted for the course of the Lord, and my heart and my flesh cried out for the living power. So therefore, we must seek the Lord while he may be found, caught upon while he's near, for the supplication of the prayers of the saints are yet heard, man. So with that, shalom. Shalom.